So here we are going to start our today's webinar, which says that communication and body language go hand in hand, isn't it? So I'm sharing my screen right now. I hope it is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I would like to ask you people few questions. Tell me, what makes one an effective presentator? The one who only speaks or the one who uses body language also? This is to all of you. Please tell. We have the topic today is English communication and body language go hand in hand, isn't it? So my question to you is, if somebody is presenting something, how is that effective? Is it only the tone of voice, or is it the message the person is conveying, or the way the person is giving the presentation? Any guesses? Yes, dear educators. Okay, somebody can answer this. Before I start, I would like to thank Matthew sir for giving me this opportunity, who is a great mentor. And thank you to all the educators, those who have joined on Sunday evening. And thank you so much for sparing time and learning. So this is the platform where we learn from each other. The one who is taking the webinar will definitely learn from the other educators also. So I'm going to start now. Yes. If we teach today as we taught yesterday, we rob our children of tomorrow. So this is a wonderful quote which has been given by John Dewey, which says that every time we are going into the class, as the time passes, we have to change our way of teaching. It is very important. As the time changes, in the same manner, we have to change our way of teaching. So the golden rule says, the Bible has it right. When I was a child, I spake as a child. When I became a man, I put away childish ways. I grew up and I started speaking as is the demand of the time, as I am supposed to present myself. In that manner, I have started speaking. Isn't it, dear educators? You can unmute yourself and say yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Now we have effective classroom communication, which are the skills required. So in all these things, we will require language skills. Second is body language, teaching skills, and interaction skills, how we interact. Language skills, we all know as we are teaching. Somebody is raising the hand. Yes, ma'am? Galaxy M3. Anything I can answer? Any queries there? Okay, I continue. Body language and then teaching skills. How do we teach? All these things are the important skills which we require in day-to-day life in our classes. And interaction skills. How do we interact with our children? How do we convey our message to our children? Okay, dear educators, now I am asking you the question. Okay, to promote communication, what are the things important which help in communication and which dissuade communication? You can unmute yourself and speak, please. Anybody saying something? Please tell. Any guesses? Yes, Parminder ma'am, would you like to say something? Yes.
Good evening, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Naturally, we require a certain language to communicate, whether whichever language we may choose. But one particular language we require that we could express our opinion and views. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. So can anybody tell that what particular things we have to keep in mind to promote communication? First, second, third, any one or two? You were very right when you were answering, ma'am. Somebody else can answer.
Ma'am, for an effective communication to happen, we have to be a good listener also.
Yes, very good.
We have to be-
That is very important element, that we have to be a good listener. Two people raise their hands. Yes, please. Avanshika, Vansitha, please tell. Vanistha ma'am is there, sorry. Yes, please. You have raised your hand. No answer is coming. Should I proceed with it?
Recording in progress.
So, we see that 7 C's in effective communication. Which are they? So first is completeness. Whenever we are saying something, no necessary information is missed. We have to be complete in giving our information. Supposing we are taking the class, some information has come from the principal, we are giving it to our students. So complete information should be given. Supposing it is about the timings of the school, if supposing timing is not told properly, so children will miss their school that day, isn't it? So conciseness. It is okay that you are conveying the message, you are speaking, giving a speech, or you are telling people something. You have to be very particular about the conciseness, that it should be short and sweet. It should not be very lengthy. Then consideration about people who are listening to you. Do they understand what are you telling, or do they not understand? That is, we have to keep in mind about the people. And whatever we are saying, we have to be very particular about the correctness, whether we are telling it correctly or not. And clarity, that is simplicity. Language should be very simple whenever we are using with people. Supposing a team member, a leader is conveying to the team members that today this is our aim, we have this target, we have to do this much of sale. Supposing it is not conveyed to the people, the employees, so they will not work accordingly. So it is very important for the leaders, the one who is conveying, that he or she conveys the message in a very simple and concise manner, so that it is conveyed to the people, those who are listening, and the proper progress is done. And of course, we have to remember the courtesy. We have to have respect for the audience. We have to speak in such a language that does not does not hurt anyone, and it helps others. And we have to tell about what is the most important facts and which are correct facts. We have to keep in mind that we have to tell that over. Somebody's microphone is on. Please mute yourself. Yes. Next one is euphemism. Feel good, but don't send a clear message. Sometimes we want to speak, such a language which may not hurt. But see these messages. If you are sending to the parents, your child does not always distinguish between fact and imagination. He lacks maturity. See, so directly also you can tell the parents that the child is unable to understand the things. Your child needs improvement with motor skills and coordination. Your child fights. So if the parent do not know about the motor skills, they will not understand what is the behavior of the student, and they will not be able to understand. So it is important to convey the correct message. Your child uses physical means to get attention or make a point. Your child is a bully. So directly also we can say that he is disturbing other students. He is bullying others. Not to use all this sort of language. Yes. Now my question is, please see the slide. And what learning style are you? Let us see. If you have to remember a new word, you most likely, number one, picture the word in your mind. Repeat the word aloud several times. Trace the letters with your finger. Number two, you remember new people mostly by their actions and mannerisms, their faces, their names. While in the class, you would like to take notes, even if you do not reread them. Listen intently to every word. Sit up close and watch the instructor. So please find out under which category do you come. Yes. Please unmute yourself and speak. Yes, dear educators. I'm waiting for your answer.
Traveling cost.
Okay. You have to remember a new word. So if you prefer, see, A and B and C in all these lines. Is anybody able to understand and reply? Please answer. Yes, please. If you get an example of A, B, and C, so you come under the category of visual learner. If you are coming, you are taking this B, B, their faces, repeat the word aloud, faces, and listen. And then so you are auditory listener. And if you select C, A, then you are the kinesthetic learner. So this is the style of your learning. Here my question comes to you, dear educator. I hope you will all reply to this. Identify their intelligence type. So what is their I'm waiting for the answer. Let us keep this webinar interactive. Please reply. Who is logical? Can we talk about Buddha? Yes. What type of intelligence?
Vishwanathan, logical.
Logical will go with yes. Logical will go with Vishwanathan. Okay. So with Buddha we can say intrapersonal. Who thinks in first and then he tells others. What about this one? Can anybody see the middle picture? Yes, please.
Verbal.
Verbal.
He is a good speaker.
Yes. Shashi Tharoor. Verbal. And this one, Charlie Chaplin, everybody knows. Yes. Logical, naturalist, or?
Bodily.
Bodily, yes, very correct. Very correct. Bodily, yes. And what about A.R. Rahman?
Musical.
Yes, music.
Musical.
And what about Salim Ali? The bird.
Naturalist.
Yes, the
Naturalist.
naturalist. Very good educator. Excellent. And what about opera? Who is an actor, author, producer?
Interpersonal.
Yes, very good. So you are very intelligent people over here, a nice educator. So this, as we have recognized this picture, in the same way we have to recognize the students, what type of intelligence they have. And in that manner, we are supposed to teach them how to communicate with others. So know your trouble spots. Now we have to recognize where is our trouble in speaking. Okay. What do I know? And where are students, they require our help, if we talk about the students. Yes. So the question is, do I speak and write good English? Under that comes pronunciation, tone, voice, modulation, grammar, punctuation, and spelling errors. All these come under these things. So are these points good in me? Then only I can be a good speaker. Yes. How good is your grammar? Now let us talk about grammar first. Yes. Stop. It is the grammar time now for everyone. This is how we can tell our students also in the classes to promote communication. Yes. According to me, this question is incorrect. How will we present it? This answer is incorrect. These are the fill in the blanks. What can we fill in? Anybody?
Among.
Among. Distribute the
Second.
Amongst.
Among. Okay. He threw a coin in the well.
Into the well.
Very correct. Motion. What about the first one? In my opinion. You are very correct to answer. Great, ma'am. Yes. I don't agree with him, but I said yes anyway. He is Shalini's fiance, not fiancée. Okay. So, in this way also, we don't say anyways, we say anyway. We say he is Shalini's fiance. How big is my vocabulary? That I have to see now. So, please tell us what can be other words for happy?
Joy.
Joy. Anything else?
Fearful.
Yes, please.
Fearful.
Tearful.
Come again, please. Pardon.
Glad.
Glad. Yes, very good.
Delighted.
Yes. Elated. we can say.
Delighted.
Yes. What about sad?
Unhappy.
Unhappy. Yes. What other things? Normally we are teaching in our poems.
Rejected.
Sorrowful.
Rejected.
Sorrowful. Yes.
Dismal.
Okay.
Dismayed.
Yes, very good. Despondent also we can say. Now angry, for angry.
Rage.
Rage is very good. Yes. Anybody else? Please try.
Annoyed can be there for angry.
Yes, dear.
Annoyed.
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 Correct. Very correct. Yes. We can take this cantankerous, also angry. Now nervous.
Embarrassing.
Nervous, for nervous, which word can we use?
Anxious.
Embarrassing.
Anxiety.
Okay. Okay. Edgy also we can use. Calm, for calm word, what other synonyms can we use? Calm.
Stable.
Placid.
Yes. Tranquil.
Peace.
Yes.
Polite.
Yes, ma'am.
Politely.
Stable can also be there. Calm. Stable.
Stable. Yes.
Cool.
Composer, peaceful, serene. Now what about scared?
Fearful.
Fearful.
Scared.
Right.
Scared. One more go, please.
Fearful.
Fearful.
Afraid.
Yes. Very good.
Frightening. Frightening.
Afraid can be there, ma'am. Afraid.
Yes. Very good.
Frightening.
Yes. Excellent. Horrified, terrified.
Alarmed, ma'am.
Yes? Yes, please.
Dreadful.
Alarmed.
Yes. Frantic,
Dreadful.
very scared, very scared. Yes. Okay. Now we have this type of activity we can enhance in our classes for grammar. So I would like to stop a minute and show you this activity, how it is done through another slide. Just a minute, everyone. I am sharing this. 1 minute, everyone. Just showing you. If we see on net, how is this done? Tell me. Sharing again my PPT. Yes. So the old man is a miser. So what can we say? It moves, you know. I wanted to show you from my this thing. Can anybody tell me how it is done? Some of these things, you know, move, and then they are doing this. They move, embellished and all. So this type of activity can be done in the class. Okay, another activity that is, here we read this story. Just a second. Yes. The bushes under the tree started moving fast. There was something in the bushes. The hungry rock bird that had been sitting on the branch since morning in search of prey bent down attentively. It soon caught sight of a big serpent moving in the bushes. The bird waited patiently for the serpent to settle down at one place. As soon as it did, the bird got down quickly, trying to pluck the serpent from the ground and hold it within its strong claws. The snake hissed angrily and moved continuously, trying to free itself from the bird's grasp. Now, these words you can see which are highlighted under. So, these words, they can be, you know, changed. How come they can be changed? Anybody can try?
Under, below.
Yes.
Down,
Pluck, strong, angrily, because we have learned right now only na, some of the words.
Quickly, fastly. Fast.
Fastly is no word fast.
Fast.
Yes. Bent down. Bent down, some of the words we, for bend down, we read in our poems.
Yes.
Please try. Usha ma'am, you wanted to teach the children in your area. So this is the way you can do. Usha ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes. ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah, correct.
Purposely I put this slide over here. So can I show you
Very
the
good.
results now? Here.
Yes.
So for the bent we use beneath. Had been
Oh.
perching on.
Okay.
Perching on was replaced by bent down attentively and sitting on the branches since morning. So they were perching on it.
Okay.
Perching on the branch since morning in search of prey, swooped down, bent down, swooped down attentively. It soon caught sight of a humongous serpent slithering in the bushes. What is slithering in the bushes? That was
Going
moving in the bushes. Big serpent moving in the bushes, slithering in the bushes. In the bushes, the bird waited resolutely for the serpent to settle down at one place. As soon as it did, the bird got down swiftly, quickly, trying to clutch the serpent within its browny claws. The snake hissed tempestuously, trying to free itself from the bird's grasp. Now what happens is, this is the way how we can teach vocabulary to our children in the classes. We can make them underline all the words and then tell them, please replace the words with their synonyms, so they can learn the composition also, and in this manner they can learn new vocabulary.
Good. Very good, ma'am. Superb idea.
Ma'am, this is another way for communication, that is story writing, storytelling. So can you all please tell me, what do you see? What can you compose in this? This is picture composition, Usha ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm here.
So picture composition, how can we say what is the scene? Scene of the?
It is a park or
Isn't it?
Park.
Yes.
yeah.
And we can tell them what is happening. This can be a descriptive paragraph also. And this can be used as, you know, taking some character. We can name this girl. We can call her any name you can say. Betty, you can say the Betty was playing. The other boys, they were also playing in the park. And there was one grandma, we can say. She was reading the story to her grandchild. Then after that, what happened in the story? New story can be developed by seeing this. So what happened? Children try to write small sentences, and then when they have collected everything, then they can frame the story, plus into that they can replace the words with their synonyms. So that becomes a great composition. Can anybody try?
हम लोग गए क्या आज बाहर पढ़ने?
Yes, Reena ma'am.
It is a beautiful park.
Yes.
Where some of the children are playing, and one of the somebody is having trying to.
Yes.
Her mother
There
is
is one
reading.
lady. There is one lady who is reciting a poem for her granddaughter.
Yes. Some children are playing.
Somebody is riding with a bicycle.
Yes.
2 children are on the
This is
tree.
scooter type. The children play. They call it scooter.
Yeah.
And the dog that is.
Dog is also running behind Betty, we can say. Yes. So it can happen that they can create a story that she was running and the dog was also running after, and then he turned around Betty. Betty was at a great speed and she fell down and all the other children, they helped her in a way. So we can teach a moral also out of the story that way. So as see, I told something, you told something. This is how the story is framed. I hope I am clear in my presentation. Okay, who wants to?
Yes, ma'am.
Like Shashi Tharoor? Yes. How fluent is your language? Now we have to check that. Yes. So phrases to use to avoid freezing. Sometimes, see, when we are speaking and sometimes we, all of a sudden stop and we don't know what to, say that. So for that, we can say, how shall I put it? What's the word for it? Like we were just trying to search some word for our story. So now let me think. I think this is the picture of this and this place. That way we can say. And it is on the tip of my tongue. I remember this particular place like this when we are stopping somewhere. Now that's an interesting question. Can we pause for a second? I'll tell you what is the answer. So this is how we can use such, small sentences. Yeah, strategies to improve fluency. Now how to improve? So placeholders names. Some are placeholders names. So that is thing. Something I'm going to say, and thingamabob means just near that word, I was going to say this, and what am I call it? What am I call it? It is like that. So it is pronounced as what am I call it? So what am I call that particular thing if I'm stopping somewhere? So these are the placeholders names.
वेबिनार चल रहा है, एक बार ला दे बेटे मेरे ईयरपॉड्स.
Please mute yourself. Yes. So here, let us see this, what is written in the dialogue. We thought what this one is saying to this one. We thought it was hilarious. But then the woman who you introduced me to, when we were having tea next to the waterfall a few weeks ago, walks into the room and starts getting really angry. Now, what can we say for this? Is this story very clear? Yes, please.
ब्लैक पर्स में बेटा
Please mute yourself, ma'am.
कोई तो है बोल रहा है बेटा ईयरपॉड ला सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
I request the participant to please keep on mute so that no disturbance is there. Okay, so we say, see what happened there. The whole rhythm of the story was completely destroyed by the long, tricky description. So when you forget someone's name in the middle of a conversation or a story, we may use washerman name, something we can use for that to signal to the listener that we are about to take a brief side step to identify the person we are talking about. Try to describe the word using simple terms. So we have to use very simple terms. Let us teach to our children, those who are unable to speak very, very long sentences. So such enough for the moment. Dear educators, I tell you to mute yourself, please. Okay, so we puppy for a baby dog and thing used for making pencils pointed. Right. Like to use approximations. What is that? Supposing you don't know anything, so you can say that it is like, in my opinion, it is like that. It is short of. It is a kind of, like that we can use. Is my pronunciation accurate? This is a big question. This we have to understand. So now let us see, can you pronounce these words? I need my educators, those who are with me, to pronounce this.
Comfortable.
Comfortable. Garbage. Monk.
No, mom.
Dengue.
No, ma'am.
Worry.
M-O-N-K.
Monk.
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 Yes.
Monk.
Dengue.
Dengue.
No.
Worry.
No. Please. It is dengue.
Dengue.
Yes.
Worry.
Bury.
Debris.
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 Almonds.
Salad.
Almonds.
Asthma.
No.
Asthma. Develop.
To this
Asthma.
one. A-L-M-O-N-D-S.
Almond.
Almonds.
Almonds. L is silent. And this is not asthma.
Develop.
This is asthma.
It is developed.
And this one, D-E-V-E-L.
Develop.
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 No.
Develop.
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 Yes.
Tomato.
And this one,
Tomato.
Tomato.
tomato. Yes. These are very simple ones, but sometimes we are unable. Why? What happens? Whatever we are listening, we are saying that only. Okay. Common pronounced words. Like this one, how do we pronounce?
Women.
Women. Singular is woman and the plural is women. And how do we pronounce
Southern.
Southern, yes. And W-E-D-N-E-S-D-A-Y?
Wednesday.
Very correct. And this one? S-A-L-M-O-N?
Salmon.
Yes, L is silent. And like this, almond. Yes. And what is this? And this is?
Cupboard.
Yes, correct.
Cupboard.
And this is?
Library.
Library.
February.
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 One more thing I would like to request that just in between, if my presentation stops, please join again from the same link. Please. Thank you. Yes. Here is a list of the top 10 most irritating pronunciations. Okay. So let us start. How do we say this one?
யார் அது அப்பா வடிப்பாங்களா
That was very good. Yes. Triathlon. Is it that?
Triathlon.
Yes. And this is
Espresso.
coffee.
Espresso.
Yes. What do we say?
Espresso. Espresso.
Espresso. No. We say this. Yes. And
Especially.
especially. Yes. Especially. And how is this pronounced?
Arctic.